time for the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour, with from Real People, Bill Rafferty. Playboy centerfold, Vicky McCarty. From Trauma Center, Elfie White. Willie Tyler and Lester. Stan Freeberg. And the stars of the match game Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Bowman. Hello, hello, hello. Hey!
What do you think?
4. All right.
Hold everything.
Cool it.
Shall we stay?
I suppose, yes.
All
They've been
right.
awfully nice
We've
to us so
decided
far.
to stay because you're so kind and warm and friendly. Perhaps you'll join John and me in greeting our stars with a brisk round of applause. Hello, stars!
Hello, stars.
Nice to have you.
Nice to have you with us. Yes.
I'm just sitting next to a star.
You're a star.
So nice
You're
to
a
see
star.
Hey,
You're a half a star.
Thank you.
He's a twinkle.
He's a what?
Twinkle.
A twinkle.
Thank you.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Have
You know, I could have been a fire eater, but I thought about it. You know, I could only do one show.
One.
That's it. Up in smoke.
Oh, all right.
I have to explain them to Gene.
Yes, you. All right, let's now greet our two players over here. It's Mr. Glenn Moore and Miss Molly Carney.
Hello.
Hello.
Ms. No, it's Miss.
Now, we'll find out who you are and where you're from. Glenn, beginning with you, please.
Well, I am the business administrator of a large church in Arcadia. Married 23 years, 2 beautiful daughters, and 6 weeks ago had my first gorgeous grandson.
Oh, how nice. Congratulations to you and your offspring. Now, let's hear from Molly.
Well, I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm the
A
baby.
lovely place.
Ah, yes. And that's why I left. No. I went to Arizona State and got my marketing degree.
Right.
And now I'm out here working as a sales representative in a pen and pencil company.
All right, Molly, good luck to you and to you, Glenn.
Thank you.
Let's begin. Here are the rules. The object is to match as many of the ding-a-lings as you possibly can.
I beg your pardon.
The one who's done that most often at the end of the third round will be the winner and go on to challenge our returning champion on Hollywood Squares for a chance to win up to $30,000. All right, here is the first round questions, and Glenn, you won the toss, so you go first.
Okay, let's try B.
He says he wants B, and that's what he gets. Hey, here's a listing and TV guide. Tuesday night, NBC, the A-Team. And a little synopsis says, the A-Team helps Elizabeth Taylor out of a really tight squeeze when they pry Liz out of her blank. Glenn is winking at me. I guess he's got his answer already.
We're ready here.
Making me look.
Now he stands ready, so Glenn will begin with you here. Listing and TV guide, Stan. Tuesday night, NBC, the A-Team. The A-Team helps Elizabeth Taylor out of a really tight squeeze when they pry Liz out of her blank.
Her girdle.
Her girdle. Seems reasonable to me. What do you say, Vicki?
Well, I thought Joan Rivers said it was out of the Golden Arches. I said girdle.
All right. One for Glenn. Who's up here, Willie or Lester?
Yeah, and or.
And or.
Well, okay. You know, as usual, Gene, you know, we're in the neck of the woods, but we said bra.
Bra. Right. All right. Anything like that is okay. Don't awe bra. Never awe a bra. Right?
No offense, Miss Taylor. Girdle.
Her girdle. All right. So that's 2 for you, Glenn. He's off and running. They pried Liz Taylor out of her.
I'd say, of course it's a girdle. I said corset and girdle. Same thing, right?
You know what a girdle is, don't you, Stan?
Yes, I didn't know how to spell foundation garment, so...
Girdle. Okay. All right, Bill.
It's heavy machinery here we're talking about.
All right. Wow. Well, Molly, that's most unusual for someone to get 5 right off the bat like that, but he did it. Here's your question, Molly. Larry said, "We were so poor when I was a kid. Hamburger helper would have been a luxury. My mother cooked with blank helper." That's how poor we were. We were so poor when I was a kid, hamburger helper would have been a luxury. My mother cooked with blank helper. Ready, Bill?
I was born ready, Gene.
All right.
What happened?
Molly, Larry said we were so poor when I was a kid, hamburger helper would have been a luxury. My mother cooked with blank helper.
Peanut butter?
Peanut butter helper.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
Now, peanut butter's kind of a luxury, too. I don't know whether that's going to show up here. We'll find out right now, beginning with Vicky. What do you say?
Well, you know, I was going to say tuna helper, but there's one of those too.
There is?
So, yeah. So I had to say cereal helper.
Cereal helper, that's a way of extending something. What do you say?
Some people used to call this mush, but we call it oatmeal.
Oatmeal, another extender. Thank you, Lester. All right.
Both of those cost a lot of money. I'm talking poor dirt helper.
A revolting thought. My mother cooked with blank helper, John.
You think that's revolting? I said dog food helper.
That'll stretch
My
a
kind
meal.
of helper.
Right. How poor were we, Stan?
Well, this is one of the treats they used to serve us in the Army. I put spam helper.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
It's beautiful,
Yeah.
Stan.
Serve it on a shingle.
thought.
Okay, Bill. What is that?
food.
Dog food helper.
That was it.
So, Molly, here's the way it is. At the end of round 1, 5-0. Glenn's ahead of you. But you'll have a chance to catch up with 2 more rounds. Stay tuned for the second round coming up after this.
On the call now.
Here we go. Round 2 coming up. Let's reveal the round 2 question. Glenn, you're ahead. You go first.
Let's try B again.
All right. B was good to you last time. Let's see who does it. Okay, Willie and Lester, here it is. Susie says it's really weird being married to a professional basketball player.
That is
A
weird.
ragged ensemble, if I've ever heard one.
Comedy is timing.
That's right. Weird being married to a professional basketball player. On our wedding night, he blanked me over the threshold. You don't play, Stan.
You don't play.
Hey,
Only one person.
A minute. We're amusing ourselves.
Stan, you don't play. When I say you don't play, you don't
I
play.
had a colossal word ready.
All right, let me hear it. Put it down just for my own amazement
Too
here.
early, Stan.
Excellent. Excellent. Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, Glenn. Susie says it's really weird being married to a professional basketball player. On our wedding night, he blanked me over the threshold.
Dunked.
Dunked. That's one way of doing it. He had a good one, but that was not it. What did you say?
You see, dunking is like, that's kind of harsh. You know, we said, what did we say? We said dribbled.
Dribbled. Yeah, that's it. He had dribbled, too. He had dribbled.
That's what I had.
It was dunked or dribbled. You know, it was a 50-50 chance, Glenn. All right, Molly, are you going to do some catching up now?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Let's see what we have for you. Did you hear that King Kong got hungry on Skid Row? You know what Skid Row is?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think I like that.
He took a
Experience, sure.
he took a real long skewer and made a blank kebab. He's down in Skid Row. You know what Skid Row is, Molly?
Yeah.
Ready, Willie? Ready, Lester?
Set.
Lester, is Willie ready?
Yeah, he's always,
Okay.
he's always on standby.
Did you hear that King Kong got hungry on Skid Row? He took a real long skewer and made a blank kebab.
Bama Bob?
Bum kebab. Very good. She came up with a wonderful answer,
That
didn't
was
she?
good. Yes, it was very good.
What do you say?
Well, I didn't come up with quite as wonderful an answer. Being a vegetarian, this is difficult for me. A wino kebab.
Wino kebab, that's a good response.
Oh, thanks.
So near.
Wino and bum kebab are two good answers.
Well, see, we couldn't spell, at least I couldn't spell derelict.
You couldn't spell derelict?
So I went with bum.
Now you're rolling, Molly.
Oh, good.
Great wooden brains think alike. Bum kebab.
All right. Molly's looking for a bum kebab, John. Took a real long skewer and made a bum kebab. That's all right.
Thanks very much, sir.
All right.
Bum kebab. All right, you're up to 3.
Thank you.
Stan, what have you got for her?
Well, I've always thought that Playboy bunnies and me thought alike, so that's why I had wino.
You said wino kebab. Wino and bum were the 2 good answers here. Bill?
Great minds think alike. Stan and I are together on this. Wino.
2 winos down in the lower tier there.
Well, they were.
So there we are at the end of round 2, 5-3, still in favor of Glenn, but she's catching up. Let's see what happens in round 3 after this.
Click now.
Here we go with round 3. Let's see what we've got for you here. Glenn, you still got that one you haven't captured.
Let's go with B again.
3 times you've chosen B. All right, another chance, gentlemen.
Here we go again. Yeah.
You ready, Lester?
I'm always ready, Gene.
All right. Here it is. Jim said, I don't think my wife is ready to be a mother.
Uh-huh.
When our baby had diaper rash, she sprinkled on blank powder. She sprinkled on blank powder. Blank, that's right. Did you think about it, Glenn?
Wow.
All right.
Sure did.
Don't think my wife is ready to be a mother yet. When our baby had diaper rash, she sprinkled on blank powder.
Scouring powder.
Scouring powder. Glenn started out like a house of fire.
Fell apart.
Yeah, well, powder is powder. But we, since it's a family, usually they have like a dog. A dog, yes. And we said flea.
Flea powder. All right, that's one possibility. Gunpowder, itching powder, any of those would be good. Now, Molly, it's your last chance.
All right.
2 to tie, 3 to win. It can be done. Do not be faint of heart. Macho Mike is so macho.
Yes, finally.
Somewhat improved. Instead of gluing his toupee onto his head, he blanks it on.
Blank is spelled B-L-A-N.
Yes.
Maybe experience it.
He blanks it on. Well, let's see. All right. Macho Mike is so macho, instead of gluing his toupee onto his head, he blanks it on, Molly.
Staples.
Staples.
All right.
Now, let's see. You need 2 staples to tie. Vicky?
Mike is much more macho than that. He nails it.
Nails it on. That would hurt. Now, you've got to match both Stan and Bill. Stan, what have you got?
Well, I think I'll go along with Molly. I have staples.
Yeah.
All right. 5-4 the score now. Bill. It's all up to you, Bill.
It sounds like my wife. My guy was a bit more macho than the stapler. He nails it on.
He nails it on, so Glenn wins the game. Come on down, Glenn. Hang around over here. I'll get back to you in a minute. Going to say goodbye to Molly Carney.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you. We're going to
You
send
too.
some gifts your way from the match game.
All
Thank
right,
you for
great.
being here. Molly Carney, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye.
Bye. All right, congratulations to Glenn here. It's time now to switch to Hollywood Squares. We're going to bring on 3 more celebrities. Here comes our set, faster than ever. Bang, stop right there. And I'm going to switch places with John Bauman, who'll be the host of Hollywood Squares. Lots more excitement coming your way. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive Quasar Silence video cassette recorder that combines the convenience of front loading with the performance of a 2-track four-head system furnished by Quasar. And now, it's time for more of the match game, Hollywood Squares. With, from St. Elsewhere, Kim Miori. Bruce Brown. Marcia Wallace. to the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bowman.
And look what's happened. Okay, we'll be right back.
Oh, no,
Maybe we can sort this out.
That's good, the number 2, go.com.
And now, John Bowman and the Hollywood Squares.
Thank you. Okay, welcome everybody to the second half of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. And with me I have Glenn Moore, who after the Match Game competition muttered, "God bless Liz Taylor." Because Liz, I heard that, Glenn. Yeah, Liz and her girdle helped him through. And now he's going to take on our defending champion in Hollywood Squares. First, we have to say hello to 3 brand new celebrities, Marcia Wallace, hello. Kim Miori, and Bruce Baum. Kim.
I dressed up like a Christmas package, but I haven't decided who I'm going to give myself to yet.
I'm glad I didn't wear my red bow in my hair. I was close. How are things on St. Elsewhere, Kim?
Oh, just terrific.
Okay, well, it's great to have you here. Glenn, how are things with you?
Just fantastic.
Let's go play Hollywood Squares. And we're going to say hello to our defending champion. Her name is Cindy Cave. Yes, she has emerged with $12,125 in 2 days so far. Nice going.
Thank you.
Have you had any thoughts, Cindy, about what you might do with that amount of money?
We're going to have a great Christmas. And probably do something practical with it, like cars and taxes, but great Christmas first.
Okay, nothing is certain but cars and taxes for Cindy Cave. However, one thing is absolutely certain, which is that you're not done yet. We have at least another day with you. Let's play Hollywood Squares. We're going to play this game till you hear the time's up bell. Now, whoever's ahead at that point is, of course, our winner. Goes on to play the super match for up to $30,000. Our first game is worth $100 plus $25 for every square that either of you might capture. Our champion always has the privilege of starting. That is you, Cindy.
I'm going to go with Marcia Wallace to start.
Gunpowder!
Okay.
Alpo opera. Hon, I did some of the best work of my career on the match game tonight. Didn't you think so?
I agree.
Only 3 of us were back there, but boy, was I good.
Okay, Marcia, your new romance is beginning to blossom.
Oh, sure, throw in my face again, more woman-alone questions. I hope I don't have to come down there and smack you. In fact, I wonder if that's why I'm not more popular. That kind of talk, maybe. Yes, continue.
Your new romance is beginning to blossom, Marcia. Does Helen Gurley Brown recommend sending your man a morning after flower with a note that says, "Last night was wonderful"? Or would that be a stupid thing to do?
Listen, Helen and I have so much in common, you know, and we're both real cheap. I tell you, it's becoming one of the better things that's happening now these days. Women are sending flowers, and it's just swell. It's a very classy, very, very terrific thing to do.
Cindy, she says, send that flower. It's perfectly okay.
Send that flower, Cindy.
I'm going to agree.
Okay, you're right to agree. You should send the flower. You get the first square.
See, with me,
Bruce?
Women don't necessarily sweep me off my feet. They like to smack me in the chops with a broom.
What would Helen Gurley Brown say about that? All right, Glenn Moore, pick a star for me.
Willie.
Willie and Lester. Willie and Lester, according to the Fragrance Foundation, would most men prefer to wear a fragrance that makes them smell like the woods or like an animal in heat?
You know, they have, fragrances like that, right? Right. And I smell like the woods without it. I would say it's mutual. The woods.
Glenn, he says most men like a fragrance that makes them smell like the woods. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
The woods it is. You're right to agree. You get the square. Okay, even up 25 to 25 so far. Cindy, your move.
I'm going to go with Jean.
Jean Rayburn. All right. A question for you.
Yeah.
Would you be richer if you had your weight in silver or your weight in the spice saffron?
Well, let's see. I weigh 8 stone.
On a very good day.
And a little tarnished around the edges. Well, actually, saffron is terribly expensive, and since silver has plummeted so terribly lately in the world markets, I would say saffron.
Agree or disagree, Cindy? Your weight in saffron's more than your weight in silver.
I'm a
Your
chef,
price.
and I have to agree.
Yes, saffron it is. You're right to agree. You get the square. Saffron, believe it or not, costs up to $100 per ounce. Amazing. Stan, you know, we've been talking about silver.
Yes.
You might be able to tell the gold story.
Oh, the gold story. Yeah, we had, yes.
He saved this up since the question about the Olympics yesterday. Go ahead, Stan.
Yesterday we had...
During the dinner hour, he was terrific with this story. Go, Stan.
But now I have to tell it faster. No, we had a gold-plated question yesterday, and I said that reminds me that it's a true story. A friend of mine, no, don't laugh yet. A friend of mine, the great vocalist Margaret Whiting, once received a gold record from Capitol, and it was for A Tree in the Meadow, I think. And when she got the record from the publicity director of Capitol, she said, "Is this really my record under this gold, or did you just take any old record and gold-plated and put my label on?" The man said, "No, that's your record, Margaret, but don't play it or the gold will wear off." 10 years later, she's going through a divorce, cleaning out her den. She takes the thing down off the mantel, and she says, "I wonder." Puts it on the turntable, puts the needle down, and this man's voice comes out saying, "What are you doing? I thought I told you the gold would wear off."
I told Stan.
True story. Now, that's what I call patience. A man that waits 10 years, right, for that joke to pay off.
I told Stan if we had either a precious metal question or a Margaret Whiting question, I'd lead him right into that story.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Glenn, pick a star.
Vicky DeBlock.
Right. You missed this one, Cindy will win the first game. Vicky McCarty.
Yes.
Playmate and lawyer. You're breastfeeding your baby, and all of a sudden he starts biting you.
Wait on. Do they save these questions? Like you hold them aside and, oh, it's Vicky's turn, pull up this special question?
I'll never tell.
Oh, you really have some classy questions on this show.
You're breastfeeding your baby, and all of a sudden he starts biting
I'm
you.
very mature about this. Yes,
Now,
okay.
according to the book, Nursing Your Baby,
Oh, yes, of course, that one.
should you tell him no and remove him, or should you grin and bear it?
Maybe you like it.
Now cut that out.
Okay.
I'm going to say, and this is, I'm not going to tell you that I've read the book, but I will speak to you as a sensitive person. Give the baby a chance. Enjoy it. Let the baby enjoy it. Grin and bear it.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Vicky's sensitive answer, most unusual for this panel, is that you should just grin and bear it if your breastfeeding baby starts biting you. Now, Glenn, this is to block. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
You should tell him no and remove him. No, you should have disagreed. Your opponent gets the square and wins the first game. Okay. Congratulations, Cindy. You have won the first game. However, it's not over yet. We'll be back with a $200 game right after these messages. Watch it.
Stay tuned for more of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. 10. And now back to John Bauman and the Hollywood Squares.
Thank you. 175 for Cindy, our defending champion. Glenn, you got 25 so far. But our next game is worth $200 and $25 once again for every square you capture. The last game was won by Cindy. That means, Glenn, you get to start this one. Pick a star.
Okay, Marcia.
Glenn,
Marcia Wallace.
I'm touched, Glenn. Thank you.
You're off.
Marcia, you're
John?
a new... Oh, no.
I know.
Let's
don't
not start this.
All right.
You're a newborn camel. Do you have humps, or do you develop them later in life?
Just like real life.
Gunpowder. I knew it was bound to happen. I'd get a hump joke sooner or later tonight. Well, as I was talking to the Nobel Prize laureate the other day, do you know that those little devils don't have them little humps until they get older? Lucky them, right? Grow up and then they get humps. What a treat. But I think they carry their water. You know, it's a little human interest here. You learn a lot on this show.
It also makes for a much easier delivery.
He is staring at me like I'm an exotic animal, actually.
Well, now he's got to agree or disagree that the newborn camel does not have humps. It develops them later in life. Agree or disagree?
She's
Glenn?
got such an honest face. I agree.
You do develop them later in life. The camel does. You are right to agree, and you get the first square. Okay. He's better on humps than he is on breastfeeding. Okay, Cindy, pick a star.
I'm going to go with Willie and Lester.
Willie and Lester.
Yo.
What are there more of in Alaska, dogs or trees?
Well, we went to Alaska, right? Yeah, I got a lot of relatives up there. And, you know, I'm not your ordinary piece of furniture here myself, you know. And we did a lot of research. Did they not do research out there now? That's right. And strangely enough, there are more trees.
Cindy, Lester says there are more trees in Alaska. In fact, he might have been one of them once.
I was.
Agree or disagree, there are more trees than dogs?
I have to agree.
Yes, trees it is. Bit of a trick question. It is the obvious answer. You get the square. Yes, Stan Freeberg.
Yes, I happen to know another fast story involving both dogs and redwoods.
Stan, go.
This is also a true story. I was having lunch in San Francisco one time with the great writer John Steinbeck and a friend of mine, Howard Gossage. Steinbeck had just finished traveling around the country with his dog. Travels with Charlie was the name of the book he wrote as a result of that. And I asked Steinbeck, which part of America did your dog like the best? And he said, all things considered, I think he liked the redwood trees. And Howard said, gee, what is there left for a dog once he has utilized a redwood tree? And Steinbeck said, well, he could teach. I'll try to tell shorter stories in the future.
That's perfectly fine, Stan. Tell all the stories you want. Glenn, pick a star for me.
Gene.
Gene Rayburn.
Yes.
Which came first, the ice cream soda, the ice cream sundae, or the ice cream cone?
Soda, cone, or sundae? Soda, cone, or sundae? I haven't been around that long. Obviously, let's see now. I would say it was the ice cream soda. The soda, because seltzer's been around for a long time, and someone very early on must have figured out how to combine seltzer water and ice cream and make already a soda.
Agree or disagree, Glenn, that the soda came before the sundae or the cone?
I'm going to agree.
The soda it is. You are right to agree, and you get the square. 1874, the ice cream soda. Remind Stan of a story. Okay, Cindy.
I'm going to go with Vicky to block.
Yes, you must. If you miss this one, Glenn will get the square and win the game. Vicky.
Yes.
In which position are you more likely to snore? Lying on your back or on your stomach?
On your back, absolutely, because you always roll the person over if they're snoring in your ear.
What person, Vicky? You're not married, Vicky. What person? Hypothetically speaking,
Which one is it? I think it's about time for me to go.
Please stay.
I'd say on your back.
Lying on your back. Okay, Cindy, this is for you to block. She says that lying on your back makes you more likely to snore. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
It is, in fact, on your back. Yes, you're right to agree, and you get the square, and you do block. All right, Glenn, the tables are turned. She has you in a compromising position. Pick a star.
Alfie to block.
Right, you missed this one. Cindy wins yet another game. Alfie!
Yes, John.
Alfie Wise from Trauma Center.
Medical questions, please.
Sorry, Alfie.
Doesn't matter.
Your pet pig has just fallen into your swimming pool.
Is this the same one that got pregnant?
Shouldn't bring your dates home,
It's going to
Alfie.
be medical. It's certainly
I
traumatic.
have the pig, not the pool.
Your pet pig has just fallen into your swimming pool. Is he a good swimmer or will he drown?
Well, this is a very easy question for me because I was brought up on a farm, an asparagus farm in Iowa, where I was born. We had a lot of livestock, and strangely enough, because of the weight, the density of a pig's body, they are one of the few animals that is a non-swimmer. He will drown. The water will not support him.
Agree or disagree, Glenn, that a pig is a non-swimmer and will drown? This is for you to block.
I agree.
A pig is, in fact, a good swimmer.
Excellent.
No, you should have disagreed, and your opponent gets a square and wins the game. Okay, that makes the score 450 to 75 for you, Glenn. We will be back with yet another game after these messages. You'll be back, too.
I was on.
Okay. Thank you. Poor Glenn Moore, our challenger, hasn't been the same since his pig didn't drown. But there's still time for you, Glenn. Pick a star. We're starting our $300 game.
Okay, Vicky.
Okay.
Vicky McCarty, once again.
I'm on a roll.
You've come in from a blizzard and your jeans are all wet. Will you be warmer if you keep them on or take them off?
Take them off!
Okay, now I'm going to be scientific about this. We've come indoors, so I assume that it's warm inside. So I would take the jeans off because it wouldn't hold the cold air next to me.
She says you'll be warmer if you take the jeans off. And the audience agrees, or at least would like to see a demonstration. What do you say, Glenn?
I disagree.
You should take them off. No, she's right. You should have agreed with her. Your opponent gets the square and $25. Okay, Cindy, your move.
I'm gonna pick Willie, please.
Willie and Lester. Which will eat through wood faster, an average beaver?
Wait a minute, say again? One more?
Which will eat through wood faster? Lester hates this question. I can see it in his eyes.
Yeah.
Is it an average beaver or an average woodpecker?
See, I hate woodpeckers, you know. One talked to me one time. He said, look here, I'm gonna nail you. I would say woodpeckers are very energetic, right? Right. So we would say woodpecker.
Agree or disagree that a woodpecker eats through wood faster than a beaver, Cindy?
Oh, I'm gonna disagree.
A beaver it is. You're right to disagree. You get the square. Good go.
I would have said Elizabeth Taylor.
Ah, she's kind of got you by the X's now, Glenn. Pick a star for me.
Alfie to block.
Alfie to block. You missed this one. Cindy wins yet another
sorry,
game. Alfie Wise.
Your cow falls. Yes, go ahead.
Been here before. Who has longer eyelashes, Alfie? Lonnie Anderson or your average elephant?
How rude. Lonnie's a very good friend of mine. A very, very close friend of mine. We've worked together many times.
Oh, sure.
You should know then, right?
Oh, Marcia.
You did so
Drop
many
dead. I would say, since Lonnie's 5'5" and an elephant runs right in about 14 feet with 6 feet eyes, the elephant's eyelash would be a bit longer than Lonnie's.
Agree or disagree, Glenn? To block.
I agree.
An elephant it is. You were right to agree. Yes, you get the square. You block. Elephant's eyelashes average 3 inches long. Cindy, your move.
I'm gonna go with Bill, please.
Yeah. Many women have tried to go with Bill, and few have failed.
You have succeeded.
Bill Rafferty. More hot dogs are sold at this single location than anywhere else in the world. Is it Yankee Stadium, Disneyland, or Chicago's O'Hare Airport?
I think you're trying to fool us. I've been in all of those places, and I am going to say that it is Chicago's O'Hare Airport.
Agree or disagree, Cindy?
Oh, I disagree.
O'Hare Airport it is. You should have agreed with Bill. Your opponent gets that square. All right, Glenn, you're in business. Pick a star.
Bruce to win.
Bruce Baum, this will win you the game.
Okay.
Bruce, according to U.S. News and World Report, over 10 million American men have had one. Is it a vasectomy or a nose job?
How many men are we talking about again?
Over 10 million.
Okay, well, I was having lunch with James Michener the other day. And, how many? 100 million?
Yeah. Had he had a vasectomy or a nose job, Bruce?
I'm going to go with vasectomy.
Glenn, he says over 10 million American men have had a vasectomy. For the game, agree or disagree?
I agree.
Vasectomy it is. You get the square and you win the game. There are only 1 million nose jobs. There are over 1 million nose jobs in the naked country, and mine is not one of them. Let us clear the board and move on to the next game. We got a very tight one going now. It's $500 for Cindy, $450 for Glenn. Every $25 counts. Cindy, pick a square.
Marcia Wallace, please.
Marcia.
John.
No comment. If you're like the majority of women surveyed in Glamour magazine, do you feel that you lost your virginity too early, or was it about the right time?
Well, I was having lunch with my Uncle Louis the other day, and we were talking about this very thing. He felt he lost his virginity at about the right time, and Oh, gosh, this is tough. El Tuffo. I do not speak in any way from personal experience, as I am unmarried and therefore saving myself for my husband. However, I would say, oh, toss, torn. I'm going to go with my razor-sharp instincts here and say just about the right time.
Agree or disagree, Cindy, that most women feel they lost their virginity just about the right time?
I'm gonna disagree.
It was just about the right time. You should have agreed, and your opponent gets the square. Okay, Glenn, you're off to a good start. Oh, that now means that time is up. Unbelievably close with $500. Cindy, you're still our champion. Okay, they can't get any closer than that. $500 to $475 by the skin of your teeth, Cindy Cave. You have emerged once again as champion. You know what to do. Go over there, join Gene Rayburn for another shot at the big money. Congratulations. Glenn, you really can't do any better than that. No. I have nothing to say except that you're an excellent player. You're leaving here with $475, and you're leaving here with our thanks for being on Match Game Hollywood Squares. Attaboy.
Thank you.
Sorry there couldn't be two winners. Okay, let's throw it to Gene Rayburn.
Okay, John, here we are with Cindy. She's up here for the third time. We congratulate her. We'll be back after these messages with our 9 celebrities, and Cindy will have a go at the big money. Hurry back.
Some people.
And now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Johnny O. All right. Here we go with the super match, Cindy. Remember, you can win up to $30,000. We'll find out what it's going to be right now. We polled the studio audience. We got their best response to this. Blank plumber. Remember, the top answer is worth $1,000. Second most popular, $500. And the third, $250. Which 3 of our 9 stars do you wish to call on for some suggested answers here?
I have a question first. How many words are we allowed, sir, on the
There's no limit.
Oh, thank you.
No limit.
I'm going to go with John first.
Oh, I'm going to say Josephine the plumber.
All right, there's one.
Marcia?
Cindy. There must be another one. I don't know, one of my favorite singers, Murray Plummer. I have no idea. Hopefully, Josephine the... is there... there must... Wait, this is going to come to me like a flash. Oh, my gosh, it just came to me right like this. It's incredible. Liquid Plumber.
Liquid plumber.
Liquid. Oh, liquid.
Now,
Don't call on me,
Cindy, may I give you some advice? I would advise you not to call on Bruce, because that may be the only answer he had.
Okay.
But it's up to you.
I'm going to call him Willie and Lester.
Oh, the only thing we can think of, like, you know, because plumbers are so expensive, we would say, what? Cheap plumber. Cheap
plumber. So you have Willie the plumber, cheap plumber, Josephine the plumber, cheap plumber, liquid plumber, and Josephine the plumber. All right, do you want to choose one of those, or do you want to make up one of your own?
No, I'm going to go with Josephine the plumber.
You want to go with Josephine the plumber?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to go with Josephine the plumber.
Sure.
Let's find out if Josephine the plumber is up there. We'll begin at the bottom and reveal the $250 answer. Christopher Plummer.
He's not spelled like that.
I know it,
That's
but
insane.
the audience did. We had a bunch of dummies here that day, and they said, "Oh, yeah, Christopher Plummer." Okay, that's what they did. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Josephine the plumber. Well, you got $500. In the audience, what do you think is on top? Liquid.
Eve.
All right, slide the big one.
Plumber.
Liquid it is. Now, Cindy, you've got $500. At this time, you're going to play the head-to-head match with any star of your choosing. Each star, remember, has a number, a 10, a 20, or a 30. And when you choose a star, he'll reveal that number and see which number we're going to multiply your $500 by. Ready? Make your pick now.
I'm going to go with brains and beauty. Vicky.
Vicky, would you take that tab and reveal your number? What is it? It's a 20. Very good. All right, 20 times 500 means you're playing for $10,000. A good amount. You played for this same amount last time, and you did very well with it. Here it is. Ready, Vicki?
Yes.
Alfred blank. Alfred blank. Now, Vicki's ready. Let's see if you match her for $10,000. How do you feel in that blank?
My favorite, Alfred Hitchcock.
Alfred Hitchcock, Vicki. She says you'll get her the $10,000. What do you say?
I kept thinking of Mad Magazine and Alfred E. Newman, but I wrote Alfred Hitchcock.
All right, let's see your joke. Listen, you have a grand total now of $23,125. Cindy. We'll be back with Cindy and do her dance once more for you right after these messages.
She had a head movement today. Did you notice that?
That's right. We're going to reveal which celebrity had the big 3-0 there. All right, everybody grab the tab and pull in. Let's see where the 3-0 is. Bill had the big 3-0. Now we'll bounce back here tomorrow at the same time at the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. I'm Gene Rayburn.
Goodbye, I'm John Bauman.
Goodbye for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour.
A member of our studio audience will receive Hitachi's cassette match music system, FM AM stereo receiver with 7.5 watts per channel, belt drive turntable with magnetic cartridge, two-way high drone tone speaker system furnished by Hitachi. Because the wrong contestant started game 4, the game was begun again and the program ended. This is Johnny Olson speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, a Mark Goodson television production.